What's up guys, Nax Tech here, and a lot of people have been asking me how the Nexus 10 handles emulators. So instead of just replying to each one of your comments, I've gone ahead and decided just to make a video on it. So here's my Nexus 10, and yeah, I'm going to run this app called Prefmon, which is cool. You can get it from the market, and basically it floats this little CPU performance monitor in the foreground all the time. And you can see here my 2 cores, how much percent is being used, and the frequency it's using. So we're really going to see how much these emulators tax the CPU. Obviously there isn't one for the GPU, otherwise I'd have that on as well, but we'll just have to take that into account. So I'm going to start off with N64 Void here, and then I'll load Super Mario, because everyone loves a bit of Super Mario, right? And yeah, this is a bit of a bug with N64 Void. I'm not sure if it's just with the Nexus 10 or if it's with Android 4.2. It doesn't load, like it takes a while to load and you have to just keep messing around. I managed to get it to load by quickly pressing this, and then eventually it'll load and taking it off. So yeah, it's just a reminder that it can be slightly buggy sometimes. Let's make that full screen. Let's go ahead and load it up. Oh look, it's Peach. Peach. The memories. Alright, here we go then. You can see at the moment, not really using much of the CPU. Don't forget this is a 1.7 gigahertz CPU, so 700 to 1000 isn't really taxing it. This video looks pretty smooth. And here comes Mario. Cool. Right, let's run around and see what the performance is like then. So you can see here it's using both my cores and it's using 1000 megahertz each core. So not a big deal. It's not hitting 1.7 at all, and it's easily, I mean there's no FPS reader here, so we can't actually see what it's running at, but it seems like it's hitting the frame cap easily, you know, no problems. And actually I can just show you that if we press this if we press this fast forward button here and run it at ridiculous speed, you can see that it easily manages to keep up, no problems. And it still hasn't taxed it at all, so it can easily run an N64 emulator if that's what you're worried about. Let's just go ahead and jump into a level quickly, see if it does well. Yeah, the bomb. So again, it's not gone over 1000 in both cores. 1000 seems to be the maximum it's hitting, so it's not taxing it. Even at this resolution. Oh shit. Oh god. Damn thing. Right, just screw it, let's just run on. So as you can see, really good performance in the N64 emulator anyway. Not taxing the system that much, so it seems like it's got a lot further it can be pushed. Okay, damn it, Bubbles. So yeah, really good performance, very smooth on this emulator. Of course you could probably plug this into a TV, get a controller and play it, but I'm using the on-screen controls here. So yeah, that'll do for the N64 emulator. As this boulder rolls into me. So I've gone ahead and closed that out of the memory, so it's not there, and you can see the cores are running pretty low. The next emulator I'm going to use is FPSE, and this is again from the market. It is a paid app, but it's really worth it. It's a PS1 emulator. I do have some PS1 games on here. Obviously you'll need the BIOSes that you can download from the internet, so we'll go ahead and do that here. You have to go ahead and select them. Where did I put them? In BIOS. We'll use this one. Load game and storage, SD card, ROM. So these are the games I've got. So we're going to go ahead and try Crash Bandicoot first. Oh, and that classic sound again. And again, we're going to see if this emulator pushes the cores any higher. I am running this emulator on completely stock. I did try the OpenGL plugin, which is meant to make games sharper and all that, but I just couldn't get it to work. I don't know if it's incompatibility with the tablet or the Android version, but it messed up the graphics. It wouldn't load properly. So I've just decided to keep it stock where it actually works, but it doesn't look amazing. Do we skip through this? So here we go. So loading. Here we go. You can see what I mean about the textures are not sharp or anything, but that's what OpenGL plugin's meant to fix. But it doesn't, because it messes up on mine. I don't know if that's just me not being able to set the settings right or what, but let's just run it on the stock settings that the emulator comes with. Or jump. Okay. And you can see again the performance is great. It doesn't go over 1,000. Oh god. Controls are a bit difficult. Oh no, didn't want to do that, never mind. Oh, that was a close one. You can see no problems in terms of performance on this emulator. Like I said, the OpenGL plugin is meant to give you better and sharper graphics, but I just couldn't get it to run. I mean, I'll show you and try that in a second. Let me hit this checkpoint. If I press escape here or back, you get the settings and you can go ahead and change some stuff. If I press boost mode. Okay, I don't know what that does, but it doesn't seem to do much. So we'll actually go ahead and turn that off. Hit up video. If you turn off the frame limiter, so it just goes nuts, you can see here how fast it will run. And you can see now my cores are actually going up now to over 1,000 if I don't die. See, 1.6 gigahertz. And I believe actually on this emulator there is an FPS reading. So if I go ahead and go to settings, print FPS, here we go. Now you're not going to be able to see that, but it is right in the corner. And without the frame limiter, it's hitting 120 frames per second. And the CPU, and it's a bitch to control. Oh god, okay, I'm going to turn the frame limiter off and see what it normally gets. Or frame limiter on even. So now it plays the game at normal speed, and the frames per second here, guys, is a solid 60. I don't know why that's so damn small over there, but you can see again it doesn't use over 1,000. I really suck at this game when the frame limiter is on, so it can easily push the 60 frames per second at this resolution. Now there's absolutely loads of options here, and I thought a special screen size would do something, but it doesn't. I don't know what that's for. You lot, I'm sure, will know more about this emulator than I do. You know, you can hit these, see what that does. Not much. I don't know if they need a restart or what, but yeah, this game runs at a solid 60 frames per second, so that's fantastic. Next up, well, guys, we're going to stay in the PS1 emulator and we're going to load up Metal Gear Solid, which is one of my favorite games, and a more graphically intense game on the PlayStation 1 anyway, so let's see how this handles it here. Now, I've chosen these two emulators because they're probably the best emulators out. I'm not sure if there's a PlayStation 2 emulator. I didn't see one. I know there's all sorts of Game Boy emulators which this will just eat alive, so don't worry about that. By the way, if you've never played Metal Gear Solid, you should really get on it because it's a great game. To watch a bit of story, do we? Did I just crash it? No, okay, I skipped it.
This is Snake. Colonel.
See if we can skip this. Okay. Like I said, if you know how to get the OpenGL thing to work, then yeah, well done, because I just can't. again, let me go ahead and turn on the FPS reading, print FPS. I'll get close again because I can't even read it myself until I get close. 61 frames it's pointing out. Oh god. So yeah, it's going to run these games easily. You know, it's great with emulators. The CPU and GPU, like I said, is an absolute beast. Turn off the frame limiter, see how fast this thing can get. And that's running it at 119 frames per second here. So let's just run around. Holy shit. Alright, get up, man. Oh god. You really can't play this game on the frame limiter. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. System. No, not system. Turn that on. So again, this game runs really, really smoothly. So let me quit that game. And my last game that I've got to load here is Resident Evil, which is a quality game. It's definitely, as you can see here, not taxing the CPU that much unless you turn off the frame limiter, and then it runs at about 1.6 gigahertz. So still not maxing it out. So you are going to be able to run all your emulators on this tablet pretty easily. Yeah, go on, Chris Redfield. See if we can skip some story. They thought it was safe, yet it wasn't.
I don't know what happened.
I actually prefer these Resident Evils to the new Resident Evils, if anyone's interested. I just think they were a little bit scarier, cooler. You had to go find stuff. Now it's just pure action and it's just another shooting game, you know. I really want them to go back to this style. It's awesome.
What is that?
I'll go and check.
You can see here the megahertz. Not really using much. I mean, each core is using about 40 to 30% at a time.
Chris?
And maximum it goes really is about 1,000. So
Take
gigahertz.
care.
Take care, Chris. Okay. Loud footsteps. Slow opening doors. Come on, this is what Resident Evil was made out of. So you can see the controls are horrible here. I mean, you really need a controller. Oh god. Oh my god, this is a nightmare. Okay, but anyway, it does actually play it. I'm not going to embarrass myself here because I think I already have. But it plays it easily, and if, like I said, you can plug a controller into this and get it going. But it easily does it. I'm just going to go ahead and show you the how to do the OpenGL thing. If you don't, you go ahead and hit MISC, and it says switch to OpenGL, and you can download the plugin from the internet. Or go ahead and do that. And it says you need to quit, so go ahead and click OK. And it will quit, and we'll go back into it now. Load. Actually, we'll quickly check that it is still there. So yeah, now we've got different settings. I'll load a game. We'll load Crash Bandicoot because it's quick. And you can already see I'm getting some graphical glitches here. I don't know if I haven't set it right or what. That's disappeared. And you can actually see it's using a lot more of my CPU. It's locked at 1700, so I don't quite know what's going on here. This is generally how far I usually get, and then it doesn't load anymore. So this could just be me being stupid and not choosing the right settings. So it could be an incompatibility. It could be something else entirely. But on the stock settings on this app, yeah, it runs beautifully. You can see here, it's just frozen. Yeah, frozen. Oh. Okay, so it just took longer to load. Let's see if we can see any difference in it. Longer to load or just slow everywhere? Don't know. like I said, look, it's messing up all over the place. So that's going to be it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and quit that out. And it's slowing down my whole tablet, damn it. So I'm going to quit that. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video on the emulators. This thing is a beast. If you know how to run the OpenGL, go ahead and do that. It can run all the emulators perfectly, really smoothly, really